Season 7, Episode 9. Today we've got the first two games of the Championship group against second place Genk and third placed Anderlecht. Arguably the two most important games of the Championship group, our two nearest rivals. I did say obviously I'd bring you back earlier than this, but I realised there wasn't really much point. That's a bit wide, get rid of that. Yeah, where are we? Yeah, the last game of the season, obviously against Reoccurring, there was nothing riding on it. So I played it off camera, and we actually lost again, 2-1, again away. Yeah, two goals just after, well, one just before and one just after half time undid us. I did play a heavily rotated side, as you can see. Impile was in goal. Ayuk got his first league appearance of the season. Indy Boonen played left back. Emmanuel Frings got his first league appearance. Deutschenich as well. De Poit as well. Verstraat as well. So it was a very, very young side. Then we played the second leg of the Euro Cup knockout round game against Tottenham. Obviously, we'd already lost 5-1 in the first leg, so again, I thought there wasn't much point in bringing you that. And we lost 3-2. We got goals from Tristar and Sanchez, but it wasn't enough. Well, it wouldn't have been enough either way. We lost 8-3 on aggregate, so hey-ho, never mind. We might do better next year. So we've got the Championship group, and it looks like this. Obviously we go into it top, and as I say, Genk are second, Anderlecht third. Ghent, Beveren and Standard make up the rest of it. Obviously, if you're unaware with the Championship group, or well, with how the Belgian league works, you play 30 games, then the league splits just underneath 6th. The top 6 go into the Championship group, the rest go into the European playoffs with some of the teams from the league below. I don't really know how that works. We've never been a part of it, so I don't care. Then your points get halved, and then we play another 10 games, so each team twice. So we start the league on 34, 2 points clear of Genk, 4 clear of Anderlecht, 6 clear of Ghent, and 10 clear of Beveren and Standard. So it's very, very tight. And as I said at the start of the episode, these games against Genk and Anderlecht are going to be the most important ones. Obviously, a win for Genk today would take them above us, and then a victory for Anderlecht against whoever they're playing and us would then take them above us as well. And Ghent even have well, no, they wouldn't go above us, but they could draw level on points with us. So we could start the Championship group in top, and we could finish, well, not finish, but after 2 games we could be down in 3rd, nearly in 4th. So yeah, we'll see. Obviously we're not in the best form in the league, well, in general actually. As I showed you, we haven't won for 6 games now, or 5 games. 5 games without a win, that's right. 1 draw in there, but which was against Genk, so that bodes well. But Tristar hasn't been scoring anywhere near as regularly as I'd have liked him to. In that last, what's that, 10 games, is it there? Maybe 11. He's only scored 3 times, which is pretty much since his big injury. So yeah, his early form was fantastic, but he's gone off the boil a little bit recently. So on to the team. Just the one change from normal, owing to my ineptitude as an international manager. Decided to play Dries Wouters in both of our recent games, and so he is tired for this game today. There you go. So Barmos will come in at centre back alongside Krasilnikov, but the rest of the team is as you were. The sort of settled side in this second half of the season. So Debusa is in goal, Lopez on the right, Barmos, Krasilnikov, and then the Claw at left back, Sasa and Molina in midfield, Alexiev on the left, Deprez on the right, Sanchez behind TriStar. And yeah, let's see how we get on today. Hoping for a positive result to kickstart our season. The final 10 games for the sort of the battle for the league. We've been top pretty much all season, I think, and it's only recently that we've started sort of slipping up. I think in our last 4 league games, I think it's 3 defeats and a draw. I think that's right, which is quite frankly terrible. But hopefully we can bounce back. And we just need TriStar, just a goal today, and I think that would get him back in the swing of things. But yeah, again, aren't a bad side at all. Oh, Chichizola isn't playing. That's interesting. One of the better keepers in this league, Chichizola, but they've got Nwabueze, who I don't know who he is. They're playing the standard sort of 4-2-3-1, but with 2 defensive midfielders. It's always very hard to break down, but with the attacking talent at our disposal, I'm hoping that we can get a result today. We'll have to keep an eye on Deprez. I don't know if how he'll get on in such a big game. I think he's played over 20 games now this season, but I think he still is only 16. So yeah, like I say, we'll keep an eye on him. We've got the more experienced Sant Maximin on the bench if we need him. So Alexiev, yes, come on, 1-0. Great free kick that is from Alexiev. It's about 40. No, it's not 40. What am I on about? Probably about 25-ish. The keeper doesn't get close to it, and that's the perfect start, really. What was it? 7 minutes in, 6 minutes in, something like that. Alexiev, his 11th goal of the season. He's been slowly sort of, ticking over. Doesn't always get all the plaudits, but is a solid player in this side. Sanchez might have a bruised thigh. I'm not getting any notifications, so we'll leave him on. We have got Rick on the bench, so not against putting him on at all. Diaz there with an effort, but just wide of the post. Nothing for Debusa to worry about. Alexiev with a deep free kick, knocked on from Krasilnikov, but doesn't come to anything. And now Pilar was like 1-on-1, but nothing came of it. And Conchechao, I don't know how you say that one, makes it 1-1. We were just overloaded on that right hand side. Debusa came out, but couldn't keep it out, which was quite poor. All just came from that free kick. We were just countered, and we've come forward again. They have another chance, but Barmos clears, not well though. Can we win it off him and perhaps break ourselves? Conchechao. What have I just seen? Debusa, what are you doing, man? They've just scored again, yeah. Conchechao whips it in, and Debusa just fumbles at his near post. We're 2-1 behind, and we've dropped down to second. Oh God. Oh dear. Aggressively show me something else. Come on, boys. We can't be doing this. Can't be falling apart here. Now, we're always rubbish in this championship group. It just seems a step too far. Do you know what I mean? Usually we're chasing as well, but this year we've gone into it being chased, and we don't seem to cope with that either. Right, make a couple of changes. Sanchez has been quiet, so has Deprez, so has TriStar. So we'll make a triple sub, and we'll go attacking as well. St. Maximin, Hirik and Matthew are all on. See if they can change the game. Right, how is Debussy on a 7, by the way? How has that happened? He was really poor for both goals, and he's just chilling on a 7. How does that work? Don't get this game sometimes. Assertively push forward. We might have to go overload and all that jazz in a minute. Okay, we're going for it. Overload, pump the ball, go route 1, take that off, do that, run at defence, take more risks, very fluid. Yeah. Come on then, we've got 10 minutes left. Can we salvage a draw at least from this game? It doesn't look likely. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 2 minutes left. That's it, that's full time. Oh, and again, we've lost 2-1 away to Genk. Our second 2-1 defeat away to Genk this season. Not what we wanted, not the best start. We need to make sure we beat Anderlecht, otherwise we're in real danger of cocking this up. I'll get forward to that game. I'll be back in a second. We play Anderlecht. They won their first game of the group, so they're now 1 point behind us, and we are 1 point behind Genk. Genk played Beveren today, so it's very, very important that we beat Anderlecht today. But our form is quite frankly appalling, and there were some really average performances in that last game. So I've made a few changes. Debussy stays in goal. Lopez and the Claw keep their positions at fullback. Wouters comes back in for Barmos alongside Krizilnikov. Sasa and Molina in midfield. Alexiev on the left. I've brought St. Maximin on the right hand side. Deprez drops to the bench. Hirik comes in for Sanchez because he's had a little injury. And the biggest decision, I've dropped TriStar to the bench. Mauro Matthew leads the line today. TriStar is just in really, really bad form, so we're gonna go with Matthew. I'm actually gonna put Poirier in for Molina as well. Just try and change it. I don't know what's the reason for our poor form, but a few changes in personnel, it might do the business. I don't know really. But yeah, let's see how we get on. Obviously we've played pretty tough opposition recently, so again, Anderlecht with a pretty standard 4-2-3-1. Interesting team. Richarlison leading the line. Dermibal's there. Stanciu, Coman. That's a good front four. Lukunku's a good player as well. He was in my first Belgium squad. So yeah, could be difficult today. Hopefully the players that have come in will impress. They've got to, because they're not necessarily first choice. So if they can come in and do the business, then it gives me a selection dilemma, which isn't always a bad thing. So yeah, like I say, very important that we beat them today, and just pray that Genk slip up at Beveren. Otherwise, we're just going to be on the back foot for the remainder of the group, chasing Genk. And if this goes against us today, then we'll be chasing Anderlecht as well. But Yeah, let's see. We've got a chance here. Oh my days. Rick with an absolute banger. Wow, okay. So Lopez looped it in, and Rick, just first time, unleashes an absolute beauty into the far corner. And we go 1-up not long after Genk have gone 1-up in their game. So, yeah, what a time to score. That's amazing. Rick again has been distinctly average all season, but yeah, no, has turned up when we needed him. That's lovely. And another assist for Lopez. I think he's got perhaps 2 or 3 now since he came in. Was not particularly suited to that wing back role, but seems to be doing okay in it. Yeah, the only downside is that Matthew has been quiet up front, but hopefully he can do something in the second half. I think TriStar off the bench might be that might sort of galvanise him. You know, the impact. I'm going to do it now actually. Also going to get Deprez on for Maximin. Again, I think Deprez is probably more suited to sort of an impact role. Yeah, we'll see if he can have an impact in this last half an hour. I might get Molina on for Poirier as well, who again hasn't particularly done anything. Not really done anything wrong. It's the story of his season really. When he has played, he's been okay. Still only young, so he will develop and probably emerge into a great player for this side, as will a lot of them. Molina's another one, he's only young. The back four, I think Wouters is the oldest at 26, and if you're saying oldest is 26, then that says it all, doesn't it? So for them to have done what they have this season has been great. I'm just hoping we can go on. Deprez, do him. Molina, Sasa, Deprez, Molina. Lopez is overlapped. Oh, Molina can't quite find him, but Sasa picks it up. Molina has it again. Deprez down the wing, tries to get it to TriStar but can't quite get it to him. He was lurking, and that's a hell of a ball down the line. Silvestri over to Richarlison. Oh wow, what a counter-attacking goal that was. Fair play. It was absolutely lumped down the left to Silvestre, who just popped it straight across to Richarlison, takes a touch or two, and then just bangs it across Debusa. Yeah, fair enough. TriStar, here we go. Go on. Oh, great save from the keeper. That's more like the TriStar we know. Deserved a goal. Lexiev with the corner to Rick, but cleared. And are they going to counter-attack again? Silvestre to Mangala, who puts it out for a throw-in. Cheers, mate. Come on. Let's team talk. Passionate. Push forward. Let's just change fullback support. I don't want to be exposed. Back to defensive. Just knock the fullbacks back a little bit so we're not exposed. That might be something I do permanently actually. It's great going forward to have them involved, but not so good at the back. There we go then, full time, 1-1, a decent performance, not a bad result. We're only 3 points behind Genk now, so That's not too bad. As long as we win against the teams below us, then it will again rest on the Genk and Anderlecht games next time round. If we are to have any chance of ousting Genk and getting back to the top of the table, the next episode will be standard, as you can see, is the next game, and then one of Beveren or Ghent. I don't know which comes first, but yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. It's been quite an entertaining one. Not quite the results we were after, but not the end of the world. We're not out of it by any means. And yeah, we'll be back straight away with more action. 2 more important games. It is Standard and Beveren. So yeah, we'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching.